Hey guys, welcome back. Today's topic: time heals all. Is this a true statement? Do you agree or disagree, and why? Providing examples.
All right. You ready?
Let's get it.
Really?
God.
Really?
I gave up. I gave up.
Oh my goodness. All right.
This was going to go on continuously.
Okay.
Good Lord.
All right. So, let's see. Is this a true statement? Oh man. Um, I'm gonna give my answer at the end. First thing that I want to say is time is ever moving, right? It doesn't cease for anyone or anything. So, in that sense, it kind of goes hand in hand. However, I kind of want to break it down a bit to things that it heals and things that it maybe not heals, and then give my answer. So let's start off with food, fruits and vegetables. In time, they actually decay, they rot, and they spoil. So in that sense, that's not a very true statement, right? And the same
Right.
goes for buildings, structural buildings, things of that nature. Over time, they wear and tear, and they break.
Yep, that's why with buildings you got to keep the maintenance
Maintenance is very important.
especially not very many people know you can actually fix the foundation of a structural building even though it's already been built because usually you lay the foundation first. But that's I was just rambling.
Thank you
just
for
going
that.
out.
Thank you for that fun fact.
Fun fact. There you
Yeah,
go.
fun
One-on-one.
fact. Yeah. Okay. So what time does heal, though? In my opinion, physical injuries, stuff like that, right? So if you get a cut or something like that in time, eventually it'll heal. It'll scab over or whatnot, but it will heal that physical injury. Mentally, now that's a little bit trickier. Um, when you suffer a mental wound, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That takes a little bit more time, if at all. Um, so relationships, though, does time heal that? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I I think the timepiece in itself, like I said earlier, I think that goes with anything. Like if I was to wrong you in any way, or just even to hit you or something like that. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry about that. Um, just in those couple seconds, you know, that's still time, right? So in that sense, okay, you could kind of say so, but is it the actual time that's doing the healing, or is it the individuals that are actually learning about themselves, putting in the effort to correct their mistakes that they've made? Is that the piece that's actually healing the individuals themselves, or is that the time? Because I could argue that the time in itself is not very relevant when it comes to a relationship or something like that, and the notion that time heals all. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, I get what you're saying. So, like, time itself cannot heal anything. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
So, you're gonna wait until the end. I'm gonna say, um, time cannot heal nothing. So I disagree with that.
Okay, you disagree with
On
that.
the time heals all like logically.
Okay.
Now, as a what do you call it? Like a I guess kind of like a like what do you call the phrases where people okay, so as a metaphor,
Okay.
time heals all.
Uh-huh.
It can. Um, and then I say as a metaphor because they don't mean, the actual like clocks or time, the actual time.
Okay.
'Cause I can see how some people can probably get confused with that.
Okay. So
Um,
what are you saying exactly then?
so I'm saying I'm basically agreeing with you. So as you move on, you learn how to deal with something that has happened in the past.
And to be clear, we're still on. Are we talking relationships?
I'm
Because I just
talk.
gave like four
Well, okay,
different examples.
yeah. I'll
Okay,
say
okay.
so.
Because I'm trying
I'm
to make sure
sorry.
the audience understands where
Let's
we're
do.
at. Right.
So sticking with relationships.
Okay.
And by the way, I'm no relationship guru, obviously.
Neither one of us are.
Um,
Full disclosure, neither one of us
I'm
are.
just saying, my own accord.
Okay.
It does take time to heal on certain things that has happened in the past
Okay.
that may have hurt you. Like you said, to give an example, hey, you punch me. Hey, that's gonna take a while.
Okay.
Otherwise, if I see you again, I'm punching you back.
Is that the mental aspect of it though, or is that the physical aspect of it though?
Well, I would say sticking with relationships, I would
Okay.
say mental.
Okay. So the mental aspect can take a lot
Sticking
longer.
with yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. Sure.
So relationships, yeah, it's a mental thing, and it continuously just you either not thinking about a person or a thing that hurt you. That could help, or just whatever you feel comfortable that would get you past and make you move on for something that has already happened and you can't take back. Um, that takes time to do,
Okay.
and it takes time to get used to, I guess, whatever happened in the past. Because whatever happened to you in the past may be like a long term thing. Like you got to deal with this person constantly,
Okay.
in the long term. So it's going to take time for you to get used to dealing with that person and forgetting about whatever they did that hurt you.
Okay.
In order for you to continue to, I guess, working or continue to
Move forward with it, or
move forward with that person,
with
or
your life, or
yeah,
whatever.
because especially if you still have to deal with, like, if you work with them, like a coworker or something.
Okay. Coworker.
Yeah, it's gonna take time for you to even be around them and see them again, or even probably speak to them on working terms.
Depending on, I guess, the level
depending on whatever situation.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
It's all scrambled, but you get the point.
I think I understand what you just said there. So basically, what you're saying is, from the mental perspective, time heals all. The time piece actually may play a factor because it may take time in order to heal whatever relationship that you have or mended with that person, right? So you're actually in agreement with that notion of time does heal all in that particular example, right or wrong?
Right.
Okay. But before that, what I was saying and what you kind of sounded like you agreed with me upon was the actual the time is not very relevant to healing certain aspects of relationships, because I think that's more of an individual coming to terms with either their self and what they've done, or accepting what someone else has done, and then them actually working that situation out. I don't really think the time is necessarily healing that. I think those are just two individuals who want to fix something that was broken, so to speak. But
Right.
but like I said, I mean, that's an interesting topic.
So let's talk about physical injuries in
Okay.
the animal kingdom. So we're not going to use humans. We're going to use
We're gonna
animals.
use animals. All right. Well, what do you
Time
got?
heals all, right?
Okay.
So let's say a salamander, for example, he can purposely injure himself to get away from a predator.
How do they
So
do
if
that?
a predator um, grabs it by his tail, let's say got him in his mouth by his tail, and he's just a cat.
Okay. All right.
So a cat, because they like to chase salamanders. I used to have one. I know.
I was gonna say I don't know. I've never owned a cat, but okay.
So let's say the cat's just playing with his food because they
Oh.
do that too.
Hmm.
He's hanging out, and the salamander can detach its tail and get away.
I'm scurry away. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that's impressive. The impressive thing is that in about 40 to 50 days, which is the time frame,
Okay.
it will grow that tail, full size tail, back. That's the salamander.
Okay, that's a salamander. So, okay, so the timepiece in that
Was 40
healing
to
the
50
tail.
days.
Okay, that's awesome. That's
And
awesome.
the healing was basically coming from the body, not necessarily time, but it took time for it to heal
Right.
back
Right.
and grow back.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Do we
so
have any?
other animals that do
Yeah, I
that,
know we have some other reptiles and things like that that do that type of thing.
geckos,
Geckos. Okay.
iguanas, which I didn't know. Um, I didn't know iguanas can heal themselves.
I had
That
no,
was a new thing.
yeah, I had no
I
idea.
wonder if iguanas can heal like their little. Obviously, the thing says limbs, but if you look it up, It says limbs.
Okay.
Now they can't grow
I
their
think
head
I
back.
think I think there's also like some form of bugs or something like
The
that.
head
that
is
can-
not a limb. Let's just put that out there. They can't grow his head back.
I
I
think
know some people's gonna look that up.
I think there's some bugs that can also regenerate, like
Spiders.
cockroaches or something. I don't know specifically, but fictional characters, and I'm saying this for a point. It brings me back to I really like X-Men, and there's a couple characters like Wolverine and Deadpool, and they have something called healing factors, and it's basically regeneration. And I know those fiction characters, but we as human actually we have a healing factor, and it just takes a lot longer for us to actually heal. For the example that you provided with the salamander, 40 to 50 days for the tail to fully grow back. Well, we're not doing that. If we have something amputated, that's not coming back. Not like that. But maybe small injuries, something like that, where it's like a cut, even a stab, even a puncture, or a an impalement, you can still technically heal and come back from something like that in time. So that's a good example of time healing, I think.
Yeah. Basically, to go along with your human stuff, that our organs actually can regrow back. Some of them, not all of them, but some of them can regrow back or just heal over it to is like nothing happened.
Yeah.
I,
So I want to change it a little bit to a little bit of a science perspective.
Another example, by the way.
Another example. So Pangaea. If
Fun topic.
for those of you who don't know, Pangaea basically is all of our continents used to be aligned and together like a puzzle. That was called Pangaea. Now, over time, this is what scientists believe. We have something called plate tectonics that shift and stuff like that, and those cause various natural disasters that we have, such as volcanoes, earthquakes, tsunamis, etc. We'll get into that. But basically, what happened over time was the shifting of the plate tectonics that we have caused the modern day Earth that we have now, because over time it broke apart. So that would be an example of time doing the opposite of healing. It would be breaking apart. Now, getting a little bit more in depth into that, Jabari, you wanna jump in?
So with that being said, it like you said, with it breaking apart, it's kind of like it's destroying itself, right?
Kinda,
Which
yeah.
it's like the salamander. It's basically destroyed itself. Usually, when natural disasters happen, let's go with an earthquake. So an earthquake, the plate tectonics basically jam or moving against each other to create uh, the outer crust or the outer shell, as scientists say, which is the part that we are on, the outer shell,
Okay.
to move and create mountains like the Grand Canyon. I got a hill behind my house that's could be possibly caused from an earthquake. Um, and over time, when it does that, grass grow, right? That's how you get the hills.
Okay.
That's how you get. There are grass on mountains. There is plants that grows on the mountains.
Okay.
So it turns into like something beautiful, something new. It's definitely a new area when that happens. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that when it does that, it's basically healing itself from over. It takes a while, obviously, and it heals itself for grass grow, and then it might be a tree in there somewhere.
Okay, so after the cycle of destruction in time,
Mhm.
then in time it re-heals itself, basically. Right?
Basically,
It regenerates.
yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. That's pretty awesome. So
Yeah,
actually,
so
I guess time scientifically can do both. That's what it sounds like, right?
yes,
Okay. All right. So
time is on both ends.
what do you think? Do you agree with that statement or do you disagree?
Um, I'm gonna have to agree with it.
You agree that time heals all.
Yes,
Okay. So
metaphorically,
Jabari
yes.
agrees with that statement. I disagree with that statement in its entirety.
Okay.
I think that time does heal certain aspects of things, but I do not agree that time heals all. So the only question
Good
at this point is, what do you guys think? Does time heal all? Does it not? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Like, comment, subscribe, join the conversation, join us, and as always, thank you for watching.
Deuces up.
Hey guys, we hope you guys enjoyed that conversation that we just had. Please feel free to like and subscribe because the YouTube algorithm really helps us out when you guys do that. And feel free to leave a comment. We also have a Apple and Spotify podcast platform. So if you're on the road and you ever want to listen to us have these same conversations, that's a way that you can do it. And that will also help us out as well.
Also, we will be gaming live stream on multiple channels, YouTube, Twitch. Jason would be on YouTube. I would be on Twitch.
Yeah, I'll be on YouTube.
I'll be the Xbox Series X with the new upcoming games and plenty more. Halo Infinite, Forza, Overwatch. They have crossplay now. So come on over and join us on Twitch.
if you guys like Xbox, if you guys want to watch a PS5 player, we have RPG games that we'll start off playing with, such as the Miles Morales game, and also we have Final Fantasy VII Remake, and we have a few other Final Fantasy games on pre-order. And for those of you who like PvP fights, we have Marvel Contest of Champions. I'll be uploading our war videos that we'll be participating in, as well as streaming incursions with other YouTubers on the MCOC. So there's something to look forward to.
All right, so with that being said, we'll be streaming a variety of games. So we hope to see you there.
Take care.
Deuces.